Former President Donald Trump took to the stage in Alabama yesterday, throwing shots at his opponents, the current administration, and the number of indictments against him. Today, some of the other Republican candidates in the field are biting back, even if they may face setbacks of their own. Correspondent Evan Moon is live in Washington with the story. Evan, good evening.
Good evening, Nick. Yeah, Donald Trump and his lawyers are fighting the charges against him in the courtroom, but now Trump is dealing with increased political pressure, even from within his own party.
The former president's third indictment sparking a different tone from his party, especially from 2024 opponents. What was once outrage over criminal cases against him, now casting blame.
President Trump was wrong. He was wrong then, he's wrong now. I had no right to overturn the election.
I don't think he's a good Republican at all. Donald Trump is Donald Trump.
What we see from Donald Trump is what we always see from Donald Trump. Insulting anybody who raises any questions about his conduct on January 6th. The president wanted what happened to happen. He's such a coward that he wouldn't go up to Capitol Hill. He ate his overdone hamburger in the White House dining room he has off the Oval Office and enjoyed watching what was going on.
Donald Trump was arraigned Thursday in Washington, D.C. on charges surrounding his efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss. Mike Pence admitting this morning he took notes on his former boss asking to reject the election results. Pence now saying he would be a witness against him.
I did take a few notes to remind myself of what had been said.
Would you be a witness against the president?
People can be confident. We'll obey the law. We'll respond to the call of the law if it comes, and we'll just tell the truth.
Trump's attorney biting back today, saying he welcomes the former VP's testimony.
Mike Pence will be one of our best witnesses at trial. I read his book very carefully, and if he testifies consistent with his book, then President Trump will be acquitted.
I never heard the word indictment. Then all of a sudden, over a period of a couple of weeks, you get 4 indictments. They do this to try and win an election. It is an outrageous criminalization of political speech.
And in a new campaign ad, Trump's camp blaming President Biden and the prosecutors involved in the multiple criminal cases against him.
Meet the cast of unscrupulous accomplices he's assembled to get Trump.
But even the U.S. Attorney General under Trump's administration saying the latest indictment is a case worth taking to trial.
Well, from a prosecutor's standpoint, I think it's a legitimate case. And what the indictment says is the stuff that they were spouting, they knew was wrong and false.
Trump also facing a protective order similar to a gag order in his most recent criminal case, has until tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern, to respond.
Trump's biggest opponent, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, also said yesterday the 2020 election fraud claims were theories that didn't prove to be true, that they were unsubstantiated. Nick.
Evan, quick question. Speaking of the Florida governor, we now know he's polling second to Mr. Trump. How's his campaign actually going now?
As far as polling, he has ticked down over the past couple of weeks. It seems support for him may be waning, especially as more GOP contenders enter the race. You'll see from July to August, he went down 5 percentage points just in a month, where Trump, despite those legal troubles, went up a point.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.